Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I decided to focus this whole set around some tigers. So I've actually recently created a nail decal around some tigers, so I thought why not bring it out. I'll show you guys it later in the video and kind of create a set kind of inspired by those nail decals, and also show you what you can create with them and how to apply them and all that kind of stuff. So as usual with my videos, I will start off with showing you guys the gel polishes I'll be using. I've got a matte top coat, we've got some white, and we also have this mustardy orange. I was trying to get an orange that would match as closely as possible to the color of the tiger. This one is a bit too like a dirty orange kind of color, and it wasn't exactly what I was looking for, but unfortunately that was the closest I could get from what I have in my collection at the moment. And I also showed you guys a black, and I believe that's it, and also some white. I'm not sure if I said. So starting off with our base colors, of course I'm going to be doing 3 white nails. There will be 1 mustardy orange and 1 black. And quickly about that mustardy orange color, I personally am not the biggest fan of their gel polishes. I think the consistency of that gel polish isn't the worst. You will see it's quite patchy, this one in particular. I do have a few colors from them, and some of them are alright, some of them are not so much. They're not my biggest fan. I don't really use them anymore. When I was starting off on the budget, they were kind of my go-to, but now I just prefer other polishes over them. The only reason it came out was purely because of the color. And actually, whilst filming this set, I actually was thinking, and I just realized that I could literally have made my own color. Like, I could have just mixed a few colors together and probably made the exact orangey color that I was looking for. But of course, that kind of came a bit late, and I was already like, I don't know, 10 minutes in filming, ready, almost done. Well, I wasn't 10 minutes in film, I was much more than that, but when it comes to the video itself, I was probably like 10 minutes in when I actually started thinking about that. So never mind, but in case you've got that issue, you can mix some colors together and you get a perfect green, orange, pink, whatever color you're looking for. You don't exactly need the, you know, gel polish. As you saw, by accident I had some orange on the nail, so I quickly wiped that off camera before popping it into the lamp. And here are the magical nail decals. So this is the nail decals I've done. As you can see, I already played about with some. Here I'm chopping up the one I want to use. So we're going to use the tiger with the open mouth. And I also decided to use 2 of those tiger scratches that are right at the top, the most smallest ones. And with these nail decals, it's preferred for you to kind of cut around the picture as close as possible. So that's what I've done off camera. I've soaked them in water for a little while, and now it's time to place. So I quite like to place mine with tweezers, and I love when it's still a bit wet that I can literally move it about. So you see me here slightly adjusting it, and I love doing that. So I quite like when my nail decal little pictures are like a bit too wet. I really like the ability of moving them, because once they kind of dry, you're kind of not gonna be able to move them no more. So that's how I like to do mine. Some people do tweezers, some people just like to do it with their hands, some people do stamping with their stamping little gel. There's all sorts of different ways of applying. Here I was just showing you guys my most favorite one. So that's what this one's looking like. I think it looks so cool, and the white background makes those colours pop so nicely. So here I had a bit of a line sticking out, so I decided to quickly trim the little edges, and that nail will be good to go. Of course, it still needs a top coat, but I think this one's so cute. I love how it looks. Love, love, love. But now you can see how that orange is so much more like a dirty orange compared to the orange on the tiger. I don't know if I mentioned, but all these nails already had 2 layers of gel applied now. And here I'm just wiping off the tack layer because I'm prepping the nail for some stamping. I always like to do that. In case you don't want to do that, you could also apply a matte top coat, stamp on top of it, and then re-top coat it if you wish. But I like to wipe it down with a lint-free wipe and a nail cleaner liquid. So here is my stamping plate, all-time favorite. I think this is like the 20th millionth time you are all probably seeing it. It's literally a go-to, and you all need it. Literally, it's amazing, absolutely amazing. Who doesn't love some animal print? Come on, everyone does at some point anyways. You end up wanting to do some animal print, and it animal prints are a fairly easy nail design to do, actually, in my opinion anyways, but it's so much easier and nicer when you get to do it from a stamping plate, in my opinion, especially when you're doing clients, I think, because when I'm doing these super long nails, I have to do it in 2 batches. As you can see now, I'm applying my second one, but if you were to do a client, it's literally, the image is big enough to do on 1 nail, unless, of course, your client's got super long nails, so of course that won't work too much, but it's so nice. I've absolutely fell in love with stamping. I think it's amazing, absolutely amazing, so nice. So here we've got our first stamping nail. We will have another one, which is going to be this one. So whilst the stamping on the other one is drying, I always like to leave them for a little while before I top coat, because otherwise I find that they smudge. And whilst that one's drying, I'm taking one of the white nails and I'm going to outline a French tip with that orange. I do a go off camera. I was completely flopping it and not doing it right. I had to go off camera, but here it is with 2 layers already all nice and cured. So now it's time to nail cleaner it, nail wipe it, now from that tacky layer. And we're going to do the same situation as the other orange nail. However, for this one, we're going to only apply the stamping on the French tip, so only on that orange tip that we've got there. So what I did was I decided to pick up that whole image, and I actually do it all in one go. So I pick up the whole image, I only stamp it up to the line where the C curve starts to happen. You see in just a moment, just getting rid of any of the bits I don't want. So I'm going to stamp it just as the C curve is about to hit the Y kind of thing right there, and then from the basically residue on my little stamper, I'm just gonna strategically place it on those little edges that go up the nail, just to make it a bit more, make it look like it was, you know, supposed to be there. It's kind of like going from the top down, if that makes sense. And there we go, and that way I didn't have to double stamp, and I didn't have to waste product or my time or anything like that. So now that they have been applied, it's time to do some top coats. So I believe I'll be top coating all of them. And I'm top coating with some matte. The matte top coat I'm using is actually from Venelisa. Amazing, amazing. I love that top coat so much, so much. And I don't know if I've shown you guys, but they do these really cool 30 milliliter refillable like tubes, and I fell in love with them. I've been buying so many of them, and they've all just been sat in my drawers, so whenever I need to refill my bottles, I can just whip them out. I have to show you guys in one of my videos. I'm not sure if I've maybe possibly showed you guys in a haul. I'm not sure, but I have to show you guys. I think that literally is the best idea on the planet, and they're so affordable as well. So hopefully you no longer ever hear me complain about running out of top coats, because there was a time where it feels like every single video I was literally crying that I'm running out, and I'm literally waiting for my top coat to come, and finally I hopefully will never ever have to do that again. How nice. I'm so excited. So here are our nails all nice and matte top coated. So now it's time to kind of bring the set to life, give it some bling, do some extra details, all of that kind of jazz. So we're going to start off with our French tip nail, and I decided that one needs a bit of an outline, so I'm going in with my black from Glitter Bells, and it's from their Unbelievable Gel, I guess, collection. And I'm just going to outline the C curve, so where the white and the orange meets. I just go off camera, fix it up, and it's currently curing in the lamp. And now it's time for that plain white nail, and that one, I think I went overboard. There's so much going on that one that's kind of crazy. But for me, the more the merrier. I love when there's so much going on. I don't know how wearable they would be though, but for the sake of a design video, I love how much there's going on. So I'm gonna do 3 dots, 1 at the top and then 2 at the bottom, and I'm gonna join them up. So I believe I show you guys me doing the first one right at the top, and then I do the other ones off camera. And then I come back to you guys and finish it up. So essentially what we're doing, we're going to do 3 pours. And trust me, I know they are not perfect one bit. I absolutely kind of hate them a little bit. They're not pretty, but I feel like the surrounding stars and dots that I then later put made it look so much better. I think it just kind of distracts you from how kind of ugly the pores became. So I'm kind of joining the dots together. Here they are. And now I'm going to apply the paw, I don't know, toes. So I'm going to do 4 dots going around it. And I feel like it's just not it. I just think it's not nice one bit. I don't know how to improve it. Maybe bigger dots, or I have no idea. I probably should have had like a picture where I was having some reference, but I didn't. I just kind of thought I can do it, and I clearly couldn't. So never mind. So that's what they're looking like. I am going to pop them into the lamp so that I don't ruin them. And now I decided to cover up the nail with some stars. So I'm going to do a few dots, and then using a nail art brush, I'm going to very gently be pulling that black away from the dot, and that way you can get a really nice line, and it's also not going to be too thick, because I find with this nail art brush in particular is actually quite thick, but because I'm doing very gentle faint little strokes, I can actually get a very nice thin line, which is nice. Of course, with these stars, try and do as straight lines as possible. I kind of messed up on the top star, but it's fine because we do a fairly good bit on the other two, I think. Fairly good, maybe not perfect, but I feel like there's just literally so much going on that one, you cannot tell. So we're gonna finish up the stars. And your girl decided to not stop. I felt like still it's too bare, I needed more. So I'm going in with just random dots. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. I mean, when I'm looking at it, it looks kind of cool, I guess. But it's a bit much. And I feel like there's just so many dots going on. Like the paws have dots, and now the stars kind of have dots in the middle. And then there's all these random dots. I don't know. So if you have any recommendations, or if you end up recreating it, and kind of switching this nail around, let me know. Please tag me. I absolutely love seeing your guys' work, literally so much. So let me know if you end up recreating it in a different nail or something. I'd love to see what you guys think we could replace it with, essentially. So that one's done. I believe it's all nice and cured, and here I decided to, of course, bling it out. I had this beautiful bow. I thought it was so cute, and I just felt like it was literally calling my name to place it right there. So that's where it's going. I'm gonna put it into the lamp, and we've kind of got one more nail, which is the black nail, the matte black. And I don't think I mentioned, I am using Macart Rhinestone Glue Gel to apply my crystals. And for this nail, you have to be fairly careful because it is already matted, and if at any point the Macart Rhinestone Gel comes out of your crystals, or you place it in an area that you don't end up using, if you cure it like that, it will be shiny on top of that matte. So be careful. And if you have nail cleaner, and I personally like to use nail cleaner, the liquid, and it's like a nail prep liquid, I think. I get mine from Miley. I like to put it on a lint-free wipe and just wipe away any of that gel, essentially, that I don't want there anymore, and it goes away, and the nail stays nice and matte, and you don't have any shiny areas, which is nice. Here I've got some yellow crystals, and it's the first time I got to use them. I only got one size, hence why I'm kind of making the most out of it as much as I could. So I'm doing this little, I don't know, like it looks like a necklace on the nail. And I'm playing about with mixing it up with some ABs and some yellow crystals. We've got like a long crystal in the middle as well. And then I decided to put a tiny little, it was yellow. So I'm going to put a small yellow crystal right at the end of that long AB crystal. And then I felt like to finish off the necklace, I needed to put some smaller AB crystals because it just felt too chunky for me, and it needed a bit more of some tiny little crystals to finish it off. So I decided to put, I think, 1 or 2 there just to finish it off, and that nail essentially will be done. I can't remember if there's anything else. Oh, there isn't something. Oh goodness. Right, so I actually almost forgot to actually include it in the video, and I've almost now forgot to talk about it. So the animal print nails, essentially, because obviously I just need some extra bling, and I just need always so much more to the nail sets. It felt too bare for me, so I went in with my my glitter bells, Unbelievable Gel, and they have this beautiful silver. They do gold, they do rose gold, and they're so sparkly, so nice. They're literally my go-to Unbelievable Gels. Those sparkly ones, obviously black and white, of course, they're going to be like my go-tos. And I decided to just fill in the animal print with that silver, and I feel like it fitted in quite nicely, especially as we did include that bow. So that obviously brings quite a bit of silver into the set, and I guess the AB crystals have a bit of a hint of like a silver in there, so I feel like adding this silver little detail has kind of maybe like combined the set quite nicely together and made it fit in even more together. Once again, this orange color is just not, it's just not it, I'm afraid. It's just not doing it for me. I don't really like it. I wish I thought of that idea of making my own color a bit sooner. Maybe if I added some white into that one, brighten it up a little bit, it would have been nicer, who knows. But the set is now done. It's not the worst. It is fairly similar to that tiger, but in a moment when you see the final set, you can tell that the orange isn't quite right. But it's fine, maybe you guys will have some more similar oranges to the tiger. But here is the final results. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, don't forget to tag me if you end up recreating it, of course. And hopefully I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!